A good prior written notice document should also inform the parents what other choices the IEP team considered when making the decision to propose or refuse a particular action. And Julie, where I see this play out a lot in prior written notice pages is on placement decisions, where, as an example, the school district says, we are recommending a program for this child where they are in a resource room for 4 hours a week and in the mainstream the rest of the time. And at the meeting, as an example, a particular educator or maybe even the parent said, what about your self-contained classroom that you have for kids who have specific learning disabilities in Mrs. Jones's class? I've heard, it's a good class. And let's just say that the team talks about that and says, well, we've thought about it and we really do think that your child's needs can be met in a more mainstream program and that he can be successful in the math mainstream or whatever those discussions are. Theoretically and by law, what should be happening is that the prior written notice page should show, or pages, depending how long it is in your state, should show that the more restrictive program was considered by the team as a choice, as an option, and for whatever reason was refused.
This is one of those areas where it's really good to make sure these things are documented in a way that you get a sense of history as time goes on. Because when you look back at some patterns of what perhaps a team has refused or proposed, it gives you a sense of sort of the pulse of that team.
Yeah, and then you have a historical perspective of the options considered over time, and for purposes of what prior written notice is in large part supposed to be doing, which is giving the parent notice that something's about to change or something's been proposed to change, and this is your opportunity now to disagree with it if you do in fact disagree with it. It gives you an explanation of this, the reason that we refused it, and the other options that were considered, so that it's all out on the table and it's clear this is documented as to what happened.